Hi, today we have an interesting topic on the agenda. Where is it better to live? In the countryside or in the city? Actually, we argue about this a lot among ourselves, and I get asked all the time, Olivia, where is it better to live? And then the debates start, always, and no one ever agrees with each other. And city dwellers say that it's convenient to live in the city, everything is always open, there's movement, cafes, parties, and life is buzzing. And people from the countryside respond to that. But in the village, it's peaceful, comfortable, quiet, and serene. It feels like there are two sides. These groups just don't understand each other and are talking about completely different things. And if you think about it logically, compared to 100 years ago, living in the countryside has become much more convenient. That is, you can practically buy anything you want here, order it online nowadays, right? You can fly or travel from this village to any point on earth, right? Salaries for health professionals are usually much higher, while houses and accommodation are cheaper. And overall, it's more convenient. The work-life balance is better. Obviously, that's clear, but for some reason, most people, even health professionals, even doctors, choose the city. So let's try to understand these reasons. The reason is actually not practical. It's psychological and anthropological at the same time. So what does the city provide psychologically? It gives a sense of belonging. It's easier to hide here, right? And it's easier to be anonymous here, without revealing your true self, neither to others nor to yourself, of course. And here, everything is always hidden beneath this noise. Work, home, the commute. And you don't even have time to look at yourself and think, who are you really? Who are you? And what do you want? Right? And people in the city most often hide behind some superficial attributes. Brands, cars. Some activities that get hyped up, others focus on shopping, and people perceive each other only by brands. That's just how it turns out. That's how psychology and interactions work. They're superficial, even in married life. If you're a city person, I'm not talking about everyone, but most often, all of this gets masked by the basic noise. You never really know who your spouse is or who you are yourself, right? Because you live in this constant cloud of noise. And hunger drowns out the truth very strongly, and many people aren't ready to see it. And that's okay. But what about in the village? In the village, even though it's a small place, a person's true nature is revealed there. It is revealed both to the person themselves and to others. That is, other people don't judge you by what you're wearing or what you arrived in, like a brand. They judge you by what kind of person you are. So relationships are actually deeper. That's how it turns out. And you are like naked, both in front of others and in front of yourself. And nothing saves you here. Not a brand, not a car, not the house you live in. And you either have a community that accepts you into their circle, but only for who you are as a person. Provided, of course, that you have a core. Or you end up alone with yourself. That will also be comfortable only if you have a core and a personality. But if you don't have any of that, it will be agony. You'll just be in shock. And you'll run away quickly. So it turns out that the village is only for those who are psychologically... That doesn't mean it's for some special chosen people. It's for those who are ready to truly see themselves and grow. It can be a very unpleasant experience for those who aren't ready, who will try to live by city standards. That's all there is to it. And the village will also pop you out. That is, especially for foreigners. We come here with our own language, a foreign one, we all ready. Well, not everyone is ready to be noticeable. And in the village, especially in Rulaya, you stand out, you're on the surface. If you're good, everyone knows you're good. If you're bad, no one will hide it. You can't hide anywhere. And not everyone is comfortable being noticeable. Not everyone likes that. Well, I've lived everywhere. I've lived in a small village in Russia. I've lived in a huge city in St. Petersburg. Then I lived in Melbourne for a long time, and now I'm in Hervey Bay, a small rural area. Well, it's a small town. 70,000 people live here. And most often my friends ask me, Olivia, why are you so happy here? Are you going to stay here forever, until the end? I say, yes, I'm happy. But it's true, I am happy. But I really do feel good here. But I realized that I would feel good anywhere. Because I'm the kind of person for whom the place doesn't matter. What matters is myself. So it turns out that after working on myself internally, now my location doesn't matter to me at all. And that's why these questions. I recorded this video for you, right? And these questions like, where is it better to live? They're completely unfounded. The question you should be asking is, what kind of person are you? Who do you want to become? Are you ready for change? Are you ready for a challenge? Are you ready to work on yourself? And are you ready to truly see yourself? That's what you should be asking about. Well, that's it, basically. Goodbye, everyone.